Ratio and analysis. GK FinTalks, a destination for success. Hi friends, this is second part. Already we have gone through part 1. Under this, we will cover some of the leverage and solvency ratios. These are very useful for assessing a firm long-term solvency. Under which we will see some of the important leverage ratios. One is debt equity ratio, DE ratio, and fixed assets coverage ratio, and third one is debit service coverage ratio. Now we will discuss first point, that is debt equity ratio. It measures ratio of long term or debt to shareholders equity. The relationship between borrowed funds and owner's capital is a measure of for long term solvency of the firm. The debt equity ratio 2:1 means it implies low safety of margin. Generally banks prefer 3:1. If in case of it is SME, the ratio can be accepted up to 4:1. Now we will see the formula of DE ratio, that is total outside liabilities by tangible net worth. Here tangible net worth means we can arrive capital plus reserves minus intangible assets. With that we can arrive tangible net worth. That means DE ratio is equal to total outside liabilities divided by tangible net worth. We will see application of formulas in another session. Now here DE ratio is considered good at lower ratio. Higher the ratio is considered risk. Fixed asset coverage ratio. This is useful to assess how a firm can repay its term liabilities with the help of selling or liquidating its assets. That means in simple formula, net block of fixed assets by term liabilities. If it is more than 1, we can treat it as good. If it is less than 1, it is risky. Now we have come to debit service coverage ratio, which is very much important for assessing a firm's capacity to repay its long-term debts. That means before sanctioning any term loan, the financial institutions or banks will assess whether the firm can pay its long-term liabilities or not through debit service coverage ratio. The formula is profit after tax plus depreciation plus interest on loan divided by installment of term loan plus interest on term loan. The better DSCR is 1.5 to 2. If it is less than 1 means it is risky, that the firm may not able to pay its dues. To improve DSCR, we have to increase the revenue. That means profit after tax should be increased, or that sales has to be increased, or we can improve, we can increase the term of term loan. That means if more repayment period is more, the installment will be reduced, so that we will get a better DSCR. And if you reduce rate of interest also, the interest portion will be reduced, so that we will get a better DSCR. Ballooning effect, other type of method for increasing DSCR. This ballooning effect means initially after installation of machinery for taking off, the firm may take some time. So it may not generate sufficient revenue to repay its loan. At that time, the installment will be less, and in the long run, the installments will be more. Then the firm will be comfortable in repaying its debts, which will help the firm in achieving better DSCR. That's all for this session, and we will see application part in another session.